Oh, there he is. Well, hey, let me tell y'all something. Today, I got a great guest with me, Joel Masson. And Joel's gonna talk today about really how-to on getting your kids interested in fishing, right?
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to do it.
Well, there you go. Hey, look, first little speckled trout of the morning. We just came out. We're just gonna have a great day of fishing and just have fun talking to you, parents and kids, about how to come out and be successful on the water. Nice fish. Oh, got one right here, Joel. Well, hey, let me tell y'all, I got Joel Masson with me today, and Joel came out fishing with me because one of the things I've always, get emails and calls and everything about is parents asking me, Charlie, my kids love to go fishing, but how do I fish with my kids? What do I do? Well, guess what? I brought a young angler right here that fishes a ton. He's extremely experienced. And just asking you, Joel, when you go fishing like with your dad and friends, what do you really want to get out of fishing when you go?
Well, for me, it's really quantity rather than quality. And I think that's something that a lot of parents need to keep in mind is that kids really like action. You don't really want to take them to go 5-pound trout fishing or 8-pound trout fishing, trophy trout fishing. You really want something that's going to provide a lot of action. So, the sheephead, white trout, croakers, all of those are really good species to target. And then on the freshwater side, you have brim, which really, anywhere you got freshwater in Louisiana, you pretty much have brim.
What I'm hearing from you is that when parents take their kids out, if they find like birds diving, even though it's a 6 to 8 inch speckled trout, don't really care about that as a kid. What you really care about is catching a bunch of fish, bringing them into the boat, just so you can say, man, I caught 100 fish today, even though you might only bring home 20.
Yeah, well, it's great, and when you get those fish in the boat, it's very important for kids or parents really, to let their kids keep what they catch. You obviously don't want to keep a 6-inch trout. It's not legal, but it's really important for them. You catch 12, 13-inch trout, you definitely want to take those home and let the kids eat them, because I remember my dad making a big deal about it every time I came home with fish, and
because he doesn't really catch many.
Right,
so
exactly.
What it comes down to is you catch all the fish, you got to feed the family.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, let's catch some fish today. Let's have a good time, and I hope parents you get something out of this, that you understand that kids when they go fishing, it's not about going to catch the big fish.
Exactly,
it's really
right.
about going and learning and having the experience and just seeing dolphins or whatever it is. Now, Joel, what rig are you really fishing with?
That's a beautiful speckled trout. Now, what I'm fishing today is something that I know a lot of people don't do. So this is a rig that is very effective for speckled trout, flounder, sheephead, drum, it doesn't really matter. And a lot of people, what they'll do in situations they have deep water and ledges, they'll fish tight lined soft plastics. What I found to be a better solution is fishing a Carolina rigged soft plastic. There's just a K hook, and the advantage to this rather than the jig head is this is weightless. So this bait is this sinker's gonna hit the bottom, and this bait is just gonna slowly fall down. And that is what makes the rig so effective. Another thing is, so these big fish shake their heads a lot, and that plain K hook, what it'll do, it's no weight, so the fish really can't get the leverage on it to be able to shake the bait.
All right, Joel, it looks like you changed up rigs. What did you go to?
Yeah, I did do a different rig, and I came out here thinking today that I would catch fish on a Carolina rig, when in fact I'm actually now catching fish on a popping cork with a live shrimp, and that's very, very crucial. You can't just come out here with one rig and just say you're gonna catch on them. You gotta have a lot of different things in your tackle box to make sure to put fish in the boat.
Yeah, and one of the things, Joel, is a lot of times, they call it being versatile, is like understanding that every time you come out, it's not always gonna be what you wanna do. We kind of got to wait for the weather and the fish to tell us what we're going to do that day, huh?
Right, that's exactly right. And you just got to read the water, read the conditions. If the wind's blowing a certain way, you might have to change your tactic and stuff, and I guarantee you'll put more fish in the boat. beautiful redfish. And I tell you what, for a young kid to come out here and catch these fish, there's just nothing like it. All right, it has been an awesome time. We have caught a ton of fish today. And it's been the biggest speckled trout in the world. But I hope you take some of these techniques, use them on your next trip, and I guarantee you, you'll have a blast.